The most successful individuals, the ones who leave a lasting impact, are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who have taken full control over their minds. They do not allow fear to dictate their actions. They do not let laziness decide their future. They do not rely on motivation because they understand that self-mastery is built on consistency, not fleeting emotion. Every day you are presented with two choices, to be controlled or to take control. Most people unconsciously choose the first. They let social media dictate their attention. They let failure define their worth. They let temporary emotions determine lifelong decisions. And they wonder why their lives never change. Self-mastery is about breaking free from this cycle. It's about developing an unshakable foundation where your mind works for you, not against you. The most dangerous thing in life is not external failure, it is internal weakness. The moment you allow excuses to take root in your mind, you give away your power. The person who complains about not having enough time is the same person who wastes hours on distractions. The person who says they have no opportunities is the same person who is too afraid to create their own. True mastery begins the moment you stop blaming external factors and start looking inward. Nothing in life is truly out of your control except for one thing, yourself. And that one thing determines everything else. When you master yourself, you become unstoppable. You develop the discipline to work when you don't feel like it. You build the resilience to keep going when things get hard. You gain the focus to ignore distractions that once controlled you. Mastery starts within because the outside world is simply a reflection of what is happening inside you. The only real enemy is the one in the mirror, and once you conquer that, there is nothing you cannot achieve. People often think of discipline as a restriction, as something that takes away their freedom. But the truth is, discipline is the only thing that gives you real freedom. Without it, you become a slave to your emotions, to your impulses, to your bad habits, and to anything that controls your mind. The ability to command yourself, to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it, is what separates those who succeed from those who spend their lives wondering why they never reach their full potential. Most people want success, but they don't want to pay the price. They want financial freedom, but refuse to discipline themselves to save, invest, or develop new skills. They want to be healthy, but cannot control their diet or commit to a workout routine. They want great relationships, but don't have the discipline to be consistent, patient, or intentional with their words and actions. The world is filled with people who have potential, but lack the discipline to turn that potential into reality. Freedom does not mean doing whatever you want, whenever you want. That is not freedom, that is chaos. True freedom is having control over your own actions, being able to say no to distractions, and having the power to stay focused on your purpose. Discipline is the foundation that allows you to build anything great in your life. Without it, every goal remains just a dream, every plan remains unfinished, and every opportunity slips through your fingers. The reason so many people struggle is that they rely on motivation. They wait to feel inspired before they take action. But successful people understand that motivation is temporary. It fades, it comes and goes. Discipline, on the other hand, is permanent. It is the ability to take action regardless of how you feel. It is waking up early, even when your body tells you to sleep in. It is showing up, putting in the work, and making progress every single day, even when you don't see immediate results. The most powerful people in the world are not controlled by their feelings. They have trained themselves to act based on principles, not emotions. They don't wait for the perfect moment, they create it. They don't rely on external forces to push them forward. They develop the internal strength to push themselves, because in the end, the person who has the most discipline has the most control. And the person who has the most control has the most freedom. Every single day there is a silent battle taking place within you. It is the battle between who you are and who you could be, between your comfort and your potential, between the voice that tells you to take it easy and the one that urges you to rise higher. And the outcome of this battle determines the direction of your life. Most people don't even realize they are fighting it because they have already surrendered. They have chosen comfort over growth so many times that it has become their default setting. The truth is, growth is uncomfortable. It demands effort, sacrifice, and discipline. It requires you to push past your excuses, to embrace challenges, and to do things that most people are unwilling to do. That is why so few people achieve greatness, because comfort is addictive. It feels good to stay in familiar routines, to avoid risks, and to take the easy path. But comfort is also the enemy of progress. Every time you choose what is easy over what is necessary, you move further away from the life you truly want. Think about it. Every successful person you admire had to go through discomfort to get to where they are. They had to wake up earlier, work harder, and make sacrifices that most people weren't willing to make. They had to step into situations that scared them, take risks without guarantees, and keep going even when they wanted to quit. Growth never happens by accident. It is a choice made repeatedly in the small moments when no one is watching. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple. Successful people win the battle against comfort more often than they lose it. They train themselves to do what needs to be done, even when they don't feel like it. They understand that the discomfort of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. They push through the resistance, knowing that every moment of struggle is shaping them into someone stronger, wiser, and more capable. If you want to achieve anything in life, you must make peace with discomfort. You must be willing to step into the unknown, to challenge yourself daily, and to refuse to settle for less than what you are capable of. Because at the end of the day, the battle between comfort and growth is not won in a single moment. It is won in the choices you make every single day. Your life is the result of your habits. Every action you take, every decision you make is shaping your future in ways you may not even realize. Success is not a single event. Failure is not a single mistake. Both are the results of small, consistent choices repeated over time. The person you will become 5 years from now is being determined by the things you do every day, not by what you plan to do someday. Most people fail to recognize the power of habits because they expect immediate results. They think that one workout should give them the perfect body, that one book should make them wise, or that one productive day should change their entire life. But greatness doesn't work that way. Habits compound over time. A single unhealthy meal won't ruin your body, but eating poorly every day will. One missed workout won't make a difference, but skipping the gym repeatedly will. The same applies to success. Reading one book won't make you a genius, but reading every day will transform your mind. The danger is that bad habits work the same way. They don't destroy you overnight. They eat away at your potential slowly, so subtly that you don't even notice until it's too late. Scrolling on your phone for an hour might seem harmless, but over a year, that's hundreds of hours wasted. Hitting snooze one morning feels like nothing, but when it becomes a pattern, you lose precious time and momentum. What you do repeatedly becomes who you are. This is why self-mastery begins with mastering your habits. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your habits. If you want success, stop focusing only on big dreams and start focusing on the small actions that lead there. Create a system that makes good habits automatic and bad habits difficult. Make personal growth a part of your daily routine, not something you do only when you feel like it. The most powerful people in the world are not those who rely on motivation, but those who have trained themselves to do the right things consistently. Their success is not an accident. It is the predictable outcome of their habits. If you want to change your life, don't wait for a breakthrough. Start by changing the small things you do every single day, because those small things will determine everything. Emotional control is one of the greatest strengths a person can develop. The ability to manage your emotions instead of letting them control you is what separates those who succeed from those who struggle. Life will always test you. There will be moments of frustration, disappointment, and anger. But the difference between those who rise above and those who stay stuck is simple. One group reacts emotionally, while the other responds with wisdom and composure. Many people make life-altering mistakes because they allow temporary emotions to dictate their actions. They say things in anger that destroy relationships. They make impulsive decisions out of fear that set them back for years. They quit when they feel discouraged, never realizing that success was just around the corner. The truth is, emotions are temporary, but the consequences of acting on them can last forever. Think about the most powerful and influential people in history. They were not the loudest or the most reactive. They were the ones who remained calm in chaos, who kept their focus when everything around them was falling apart. Strength is not about how loudly you speak or how aggressively you act. It is about how much control you have over yourself. Those who master their emotions master their circumstances. Emotional control does not mean suppressing your feelings. It means understanding them, processing them, and choosing how to respond instead of reacting impulsively. It is the discipline to step back before making a decision, to think before speaking, and to ensure that your actions align with your long-term goals rather than short-term frustrations. It is the ability to remain steady when others panic, to stay focused when distractions arise, and to push forward even when doubt creeps in. The strongest warriors are not those who never feel fear, anger, or frustration. They are the ones who refuse to be ruled by them. When you master your emotions, you gain an unshakable power that no external force can take away. You become the kind of person who makes decisions based on logic and purpose, not momentary feelings. If you want to achieve greatness, learn to control what is within before trying to change what is outside. The world belongs to those who stay calm in the storm, who refuse to let emotions derail their purpose, because in the end, power does not belong to the loudest, it belongs to the most composed. Commitment is the foundation of transformation. It's easy to be excited about a new goal, a new dream, or a new idea. It's easy to talk about what you want to achieve, to feel inspired for a short time. But what separates those who succeed from those who merely wish is the unwavering commitment to their vision, even when the initial excitement fades. True commitment is not a feeling, it is a decision. It's a promise you make to yourself to stay on course, regardless of the challenges or distractions that come your way. Transformation is not instant. It takes time, effort, and resilience. There will be moments when you doubt yourself, when you want to quit, or when the road ahead seems impossible. During those moments, most people give up. They let the obstacles they encounter define their path, and they allow temporary setbacks to become permanent roadblocks. But the person who is truly committed does not let obstacles dictate their journey. They view setbacks as lessons and challenges as opportunities to grow stronger. They understand that the path to success is never linear, and every difficult moment is just a part of the process. Commitment requires a long-term mindset. It means focusing on the big picture instead of getting caught up in short-term discomfort. It means waking up every day with purpose, even when you don't feel like it. It means doing what needs to be done, even when the results are not immediate. Most people quit because they don't see instant results. They expect change to come quickly, and when it doesn't, they lose heart. But true commitment is about the grind, the daily steps you take, no matter how small, that compound over time. The key to long-lasting success